So, welcome everyone. It's nice to see you again. We're gonna go explore New Vegas. Uh, Tail to Wastelands. We continue our trek to to go to the tops and find Benny and shoot him in the head. And get my goddamn platinum chip back. You've been busy? Yeah, Secret dude. It's been wild. Like I've been playing this off and on. I'm at 98 hours. This combines Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas into one game. So I already finished like all Fallout 3. Like everything including DLCs. So now it's New Vegas and all DLCs. And it's modded. I have like 50 mods on this. So it'll crash every now and then, but it's not like awful. The boys are still here. Where are we going? Black Mountain. We'll go here and sweep. Okay. Yeah, I put so many mods into this game that it's really nice. I haven't put anything after that though. So Cassie's Karen, you never play any of the Fallout games? You've been missing out, not gonna lie to you. They're great games. Yeah, that's Cassie's Caravan. So let's see, is there any like evidence? Looks like a struggle. No? I guess we gotta bring her here. Yeah, like, dude, I look like a fucking badass now. Look at this. Not affiliated with the army either. It's the riot gear. What do we got here? Yeah, so these are the casinos that we're gonna go see. The Ultralux, Gomorrah, Tops, and the Lucky 38. Hello.
Hey.
Grub and Gulp rest stop.
Welcome to the Grub and Gulp.
What is this place?
Just a little rest stop that me and my good friend Lupe set up. Last stop on your way into New Vegas, first stop on your way out. That's what I say.
May I ask you some questions?
Sure, fire away.
Is there any place to buy weapons and ammo?
I think there are a few places, but I've heard that the gun runners sell the best.
Where can I find a doctor around here?
Dr. Usanagi runs a medical clinic up the road.
Cool. I don't have any more questions. Let's
All
talk
right,
about
then.
something else. Show me what you have
Sure
for
thing.
sale.
Anything else I can do for you?
You got nothing, dog. Holy moly. Okay. That's disappointing. Later. Yo, Lupe?
You need water? I got water. Clean and fresh. Straight from Lake Mead. If you're low on caps, I've also got slightly irradiated wasteland water. A little fallout never killed anybody.
Imagine being so poor you can't afford water. Man, I hate to see capitalism, baby. Now, where do you get your water?
The NCR fixed up the pipe network pretty good, and water merchants like me are allowed to have some of it to sell. If we have a water license, of course. Still, it beats the inconvenience of having to trek all the way to the lake to resupply.
Are there many water merchants around here?
There's a few independent ones like me, but it's mostly the big trading outfits that deal in water, like the Crimson Caravan Company.
I have some general questions for you.
Shoot.
Anything I should know about New Vegas?
They won't just let anybody into the strip, but you should be able to have a good time in Freeside itself. Just, keep a close eye on your caps.
Yeah, like it's 1950s like science, like retro futuristic like logic, dude. Don't question a lot of things you're gonna see here. Let me tell you that you're gonna see some wacky ass shit. If you didn't see a TV show, that shit's mild compared to the nonsense that you see in these games. Tell me about the fiends.
There are a bunch
This is
of
a gang.
crazies hopped up on all kind of drugs. Apparently, they're using one of the old vaults as a hideout. The army should really get in there and wipe them all out, but I guess they've got more than enough trouble to deal with right now.
What do you know about the NCR?
Their main base is right over there by the old airport. It's called Camp McCarran now. Some people like to paint them all as a bunch of bullies. Me? I'm glad they're around. They do what they can to keep things safe and orderly.
You know that?
All right.
What do you have for sale? Nah, I'm good. Bye. Anything in you guys' hut? Can you go inside this hut? Huh? Oh, it's blocked off. Okay, well, whatever. So I guess we will go. Where's Camp McCarran? Ah, I see. Okay. These are where the fiends are. It's Vault 34. What the? Oh, it's fucking Legionnaires. Bro.
Eat this.
What?
I'm hit.
Why are you attacking her? What are you guys doing? Oh, stop. Well, you kill the people, dude. Oh, that's not my fault now. Well, now I have to rob them. Where'd he even go? God damn it, Boone. The lady died here. Oh, no, there's no rest stop. Ooh. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's go over here. We'll wrap around through Camp McCarran. We'll go through the Ant Mound first. I see the ants. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, I was like, how am I not hitting that? The hell? There we go.
Take him out.
All clear. More ants? Dying. There we go. Good lord. It also flew very far. Oh, that's fine. The ant mound. What the fuck is what? It's a giant. It's a giant ant. Secret. It's an ant. It's a mutated ant. Oh, there's more. There's more unimaginable horrors in this game. Don't you worry. That goes down. Oh, I see a queen. That's a queen. Okay. You see that thing? That is a queen. So we'll see how we're gonna kill this thing. We are currently hidden. So that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. She's dead. What the fuck happened? Oh, the soldiers are going crazy. That's okay. We are slowly walking up. People have died here. Very unfortunate, but that's neither here or there. I'll take the pheromones though, thank you. Probably sell that. Look at this big ass thing. Huge. There you go. We are out of there. Oh yeah, plasma weapon. Fuck. How do you have a plasma weapon? Explain yourself. Plasma pistol. Well, unfortunate. Axe.
Take him out.
Oh, dead. There we go. Woo. All right. Let's see. Let's fix some stuff. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff that needs to be moved around and stuff. Oh yeah. All right. Can I fix this? All right. Let's see what's in here. Whoa. Oh.
Got you.
Wow, Jesus Christ. Look at all right. Well, unfortunate. Broken terminal. Actually, I think I can sleep here, right? Yeah. All right. Go to the Bassin Creek building over here. I think that area. So that would be up there coming from Quarry Junction. Guess we'll turn here. Yeah. There's the tops. They're getting closer to New Vegas itself. That's none of my concern. The Bassett Creek building. What is in here? Huh. Entire top floor cave. What was that? Nope. Alright. Nothing here. Never mind, there's a magazine. I heard parkour this. Hold on. Okay.
I wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
Contact!
Come back here.
I'm out of here.
Oh, that thing exploded. Oh well. I guess we'll do the West Pump Station first. Let's repair some stuff real quick. Nothing of value. Alright, so now I guess we go to El Rey Motel. Should be like right over here. El Rey Motel.
Howdy.
Attic.
Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
Some of these actually opened up, so. Whoa, what the fuck? Gotta love the random surprises like that. What do we got? Throwing a note. The note reads, "Your debt still remains unpaid. We have warned you twice. There will be no third warning. Only consequences. You have 1 day." Did they sick rat scorpions after this dude? Where's his corpse? That's the case. 4 missiles. Oh, there's the corpse. What the hell? Alright, so that's that floor. Is there... Yeah, there's 2 rooms up here. Unlock this one very easy. What did he kill? Jesus Christ, I didn't even see it. Oh, the crazy chem addict. Okay. Make sure there was no other side. I guess we should check out Camp McCarran since we're already here. It's probably gonna be a good pivot point for missions and stuff. We still gotta make it to Freeside. Give me 1 second. I need to refill my fridge with some cold beverages. Alright. Someone said Kent McCarran.
Honored to speak to you, sir.
Yeah, damn right.
You know, if you were serving, you'd probably be halfway to general by now.
Let me guess. You got work for me, right? Well, you're too late. I just quit the bounty trade. As soon as I pick up some caps that Daughtry owes me, I'm out of this scrapyard.
Are you supposed to be famous or something?
Well, shit. Feel free to stick a knife in the old ego. Thought I made a name for myself around here. Guess that's as good a reason as any to quit this stinking trade. No glory. No easy money, no women, and no glory. Shit. I'd settle just for the women.
Why does Daughtry owe you caps?
Because I killed a couple of marks for him, that's why. You ever hear of Jackson? Or Night Terror?
I take it they were fiends?
Damn right they were. They were good, too. Till I popped a couple shells in their assholes. Bam. Dead. Finished. Over. See, somebody gives me a job, I do it. Maybe I complain a little, here and there, but my shit gets done.
How long have you been a bounty hunter?
Oh, shit, I don't know. Gotta be at least a month. Longer than I last at most jobs.
You've worked a lot of different trades?
Oh, yeah. A lot. Like before I was a bounty hunter, I worked as a caravan guard. You'd think that was a cakewalk, right? Wrong. Crazy bastards expected me to wake up at dawn. Forget it. It's about 2 hours after this guy hits the sack. And I need at least 10, 12 hours of sleep to do my job. Price of excellence.
I've been known to hunt a few bounties myself.
Well, hey, the field's wide open now that I'm gone. Probably lots of people looking to get in once they hear I quit.
What are you gonna do now?
Simple. Gonna make myself some easy money. I got a plan. Once I get my caps from Daughtry, I'm going to head on over to Gomorrah and win big at cards. There's not as many people playing at Gomorrah, so that means I've got better odds of winning big. I got this figured out.
Why did you quit the trade?
See, I thought the bounty hunting trade would be easy money, but it turns out it's hard work, so screw it. Also, I ran into this Mark who was a little too tough for me. I mean, I could have taken him. But with this guy, might have cost me some bad burns or an ass rape. I'm all for risking my life, but I'm a little sensitive about my asshole. Hey, yeah. Next time you see me, maybe I'll be rolling in a shitload of caps, right?
I guarantee you this motherfucker gets killed somewhere. I guarantee I'm gonna find his corpse somewhere in the game. For you people.
Morning. Howdy. Name's Sterling, First Recon. Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had.
You remember everyone who passes through here?
Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all, and a lot of scouting from place to place.
Interesting rifle you have there. Lever action, right?
I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets.
Have you always been with the First Recon?
Used to be a ranger, one of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays.
Why did you leave the Rangers?
Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either.
How did you manage to escape the Malpais?
Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me, so they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. Guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple of rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said.
How long have you been stationed here?
Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out soon enough. Can't talk about the details. Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an eye on the fiends. We've had more than our share of trouble from their direction. Whole thing smells of Caesar to me. Of course, that's just guesswork. But I'd still bet a few caps he's stirring up the locals against us.
Gotta go.
Oh.
Alright. What else?
Never seen you around before. What do you want?
Have you seen any serious combat here?
Not unless you count the fiends as serious. Gorobets keeps us inside the fence most of the time. Doesn't matter to me. I just shoot bad guys. Sooner or later, they'll move us out to the dam, though. That's when the shit gets nasty.
What do you mean?
Legion fights to win, and they're smart. Hell of a lot smarter than these crazy fiends. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys. Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes.
First I've heard about a conscience in a while.
Yeah, doesn't sound like me at all, right? But it happens. Some cute little junkie bitch, so fucked up she doesn't even know that she's the bad guy. And I've got a headshot her. Makes me think. Might just be sex, though. I see some cute little number and I'd rather get in her pants. So
Damn.
I'm a stone cold bitch after all.
You're a sniper?
What gave me away? The big gun, the shades, or the attitude?
The big gun.
Yup. A lot of people make that connection. Big gun. Sniper. Some people don't even need to ask.
How about a date? I like tough women.
Yeah, right. You're sniffing up the wrong skirt. Try me again when you're tall, blonde, and female. Yeah. Try not to get killed.
Hey, my man. 10 of spades. First recon sharpshooter. At your service.
10 spades. Where do you get that name?
The LT. Gorobets gave it to me. See, I wanted to be ace of spades. But the LT says, sorry kid, you're too green. So he calls me 10 instead. It's okay though. I get a few more kills under my belt. He'll move me up to Jack. Jack of spades. Sounds better, right? I keep at it. Eventually I'll make it to ace. Think I'll skip queen though.
How long have you been a sharpshooter?
Shit. Long as I can remember. Had a rifle in my hand since I was 3. That's what my dad always says. Learned to shoot on our ranch, way west of here. Same as the LT. He's a farm kid too.
When did you enlist in the military?
Oh, they recruited me, what, a year ago? Taught me to kick even more ass than before. These guys, they really know how to kick some ass.
What do you do around here?
Kicking ass. Mostly kicking ass. See, we're watching the perimeter right now, looking for those fiends that come back. When they show their faces, that's when we go to work. One shot, one kill. That's the first recon way.
Are you alright?
Oh yeah, fine. Just a little stutter. Had it since I was a kid. Doesn't stop me from kicking ass.
I'm sure it doesn't.
Damn right.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm Bitter Root, first recon. You got a reason to talk to me?
Bitterroot. You have an unusual name.
You trying to start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name?
I didn't mean to offend. You don't have to tell me if you'd rather not.
It's a con name. You know, the great cons. That's what my parents were. I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through.
What happened to your parents?
They're dead. Got themselves killed at Bitter Springs. Served them right if you ask me.
Tell me about what happened to them in Bitter Springs.
It was a massacre. That's what a lot of NCR folk will tell you. Most of them feel plenty bad about what happened. But I was there. Saw it myself. I don't care what anybody says. The cons asked for Bitter Springs. They wouldn't leave the NCR be. My damn parents, too. They were just as bad as the rest.
You don't really mean that, do you?
Don't I? Mister, you never met my parents. My dad got himself fucked up every chance he got. Always started with folk for no reason. Hell, he was the one who taught me to shoot. You know how? By taking pot shots at NCR, and not just soldiers. Civilians, too. Even kids. Then he'd get high with his buddies and swap tales about the folk they killed. Bunch of animals. And my mom? A couple of times she tried to sell me to some waster just to score some jet. Even the other cons said she was useless. Only reason they kept her around was because she was a... how'd my dad say it? A smoking piece of ass.
Jesus Christ, dude. So your name, it comes from Bitter Springs?
You're not fully grown till you've taken a beat down. Everybody gathers around and hits you till you're damn near dead. After that, if you haven't begged for mercy, you get to choose a new name. One you'll use for the rest of your life. When NCR slaughtered the cons at Bitter Springs, I hadn't got my beat down yet. I was still too young. Way I see it, Bitter Springs was my beat down. So afterward, I gave myself a name. It's all I got from the cons. It's all I ever want.
How do you survive the massacre?
Guess I could tell a pretty good story if I had a mind. But the truth is, I don't know. Just got lucky. They brought me to Daughtry after the battle. He was just a captain back then. Guess he saw something in me. Knew I didn't belong with the cons. Maybe he felt bad, too. About how his men killed my folks. I told him he did me a service, but he didn't believe me. Still doesn't. He's a good man, Daughtry. Doesn't act like it sometimes, I know. But he didn't have to take me in.
You're not telling me something. You could have forgotten the whole massacre.
It's like I tell Major Daughtry. Best not to look under a rock if you don't really want to know what's there. Could be that NCR found some blood on me and none of it mine. Could be that a few of those cons didn't die from NCR bullets. I had scores of my own to settle. Deeper ones than NCR ever had. Don't bother asking who they were with.
Not too friendly, are you?
Guess not. I don't mean nothing by it. You really want to talk to somebody, try 10 of spades. He's always got plenty to say. Me? I'm here to do my job. For now, that job is shooting fiends.
How long have you been with the first recon?
While, I guess. I don't keep too careful track of time. I like to keep things simple. Just focus on now. That's why they made me a sniper. You let your mind wander back a ways and you lose sight of what's in front of your eyes. Good way to miss a mark.
Your father's your commanding officer? Is that allowed?
Yeah, look. He's not my real father. He just looked after me for a while. It's a long story. I'd get tired of talking before it was through.
Where can I find some work around here?
You a merc? Well, then I guess you want to talk to my father, Major Daughtry. He's our CO.
What do you know about the Great Cons?
They're scum. Lazy, trumped-up raiders. Most of the time they're drunk or high, and when they're not shooting chems, they're selling them. Used to have a settlement up at Bitter Springs till they pissed off NCR and got slaughtered for their trouble. A lot of us got killed at Bitter Springs. A lot of them, I mean. My parents died, too. All right. Goodbye.
Alright, so I gotta find his dad, the
Nelson's back
commander.
in our hands. Hope we can defend it this time.
Morning.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear weapon.
I'm Lieutenant Gorobets, 1st Recon. If you're looking to collect a bounty, you should talk to Major Daughtry.
Tell me about First Recon.
We're the finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR. If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us. Some of my team aren't without their share of scars, though, like Betsy and Sterling.
What's wrong with Betsy?
Cook, one of the fiends, ambushed her and 10 of spades. They both managed to escape, but not before Cook raped her. Betsy shrugged it off like it was nothing, but her behavior keeps getting worse. Always making passes at every woman who wanders by. It's inappropriate for anyone at 1st Recon to behave that way. I could discipline her, but I'd rather she get medical help.
I can talk to Betsy about getting medical help for her trauma if you want.
I'd appreciate it. As her CO, I could order her to get help, but I'd have her agree with the idea.
What happened to Sterling?
Corporal Sterling was an NCR ranger until he was captured by the Legion. They tortured him pretty badly. He wasn't able to be a ranger after that, but his eyes are still sharp, so I had him transferred to 1st Recon.
Does the NCR usually offer bounties on people?
If they've proven hard to kill, yes. Whatever it takes to get the job done, even if it means hiring help from outside the military.
Damn.
Carry on.
Not very diplomatic of him.
Nelson's back in our
Howdy. What brings you back?
hands. Hope we can defend it this time.
Yeah?
You should get medical help for your trauma.
The lieutenant's been talking to you, hasn't he? Look, I don't need a head doctor. I'm 1st Recon, damn it. You don't see the others crying about every little bruise and scrape, do you?
Mental trauma can slow you down or distract you, but it's treatable, just like any bullet wound.
Just another injury to take care of, huh? Well, when you put it that way. All right. You can tell the lieutenant I finally caved. There's a Dr. Usanagi who's supposed to be good at this sort of thing.
What can I do for you?
I convinced Corporal Betty to get help from Dr. Usanagi.
I wish someone with your medical training had come along sooner. I think she'll actually stick with the treatment because of what you said. I was afraid that Betsy wouldn't go for long-term treatment because she didn't want to look bad in front of the rest of the squad. You settled that. Do me a favor and let Usanagi know Corporal Betsy is coming. I'd like to make sure the medical clinic has time for her.
Howdy. What brings you back? We won't go quiet. The Legion can count on that.
Where's the mayor? He's supposed to be somewhere out here.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
Nelson's back in our hands. Hope we can defend it this time.
What can I do for you?
Hey, sir. Where's the mayor?
Didn't think you'd be back. What's...
Okay, where?
You remember me, right?
Oh yeah, I remember he was out here. Now I'll just keep going inside. There you are.
If it's bad news, you can take it up with the Colonel. If it's good news, it better involve some dead fiends.
What do you know about the fiends?
Pack of drugged-out killers. They're addicted to every stim, every pill, every psychoactive enema on this fucked up Earth. I've got 3 fiends I want dead, and I don't give a goddamn how it gets done. That sound like something that interests you?
Yeah, it does.
Good. That's damn good. I figure it's about time we got lucky out here, so maybe you can snuff one of these maniacs. First one calls herself Violet. God knows why. The name is the prettiest thing about her. Spends most of her time with a pack of vicious dogs. Then there's Driver Nafai. He's fast and he's brutal. Killed about a dozen of my men with a goddamn driver iron. Hence his name. And finally, Cook. Rapist, pyromaniac, and damn good chef if you believe the fiends we've captured. Probably the craziest of the lot. I'm not gonna feed you any bullshit. These aren't your common Vegas trash. They've all killed good NCR men, and plenty of mercs too. You go after them, any of them, you're in for a hell of a fight. So, which one is it gonna be?
No one right now.
If you
you were at Bitter Springs, I'm told.
Yeah, I was there. I was Captain Daughtry then. That whole situation was a mess and could easily have been avoided with good intel. The major in charge at the time made a bad call. He thought Bitter Springs was full of Great Khan raiders, so we surrounded the place. By the time any of us realized there were civilians down there, women and children, the shooting had already started. The major froze up at the news, and we couldn't get another word out of him. I took over and salvaged the situation as best I could. For my effort, I was promoted to major. Not quite the way I'd have wanted it.
What can you tell me about the Great Khans?
We know they supply the fiends with illegal chems, but they never stick around in NCR territory for long. They know the land and move quick. There's talk from time to time about taking out their base at Red Rock Canyon, but nothing ever comes of it. The Great Khans are tough fighters. If we ever did go up against them on their home turf, we'd win. The casualties would be high.
I've heard that you were, I hear that you were Bitterroot's father.
Adoptive father, yes. I was very proud when he made first recon. I know that every time I send them out, I could be sending him to his death. But if it's not me, it'll be somebody else. At least this way I get one more chance to see him.
Damn, that's grim as shit. Gotta go.
Right.
Alright, so he gives me those quests for those fiends. But right now, we're gonna make it in here. Whoa.
I pity anyone who crosses Boyd. That woman is relentless.
Look who it is. I haven't had the privilege, but I'm told you've been an angel on our shoulder. What can we do for you at Camp McCarran?
I'm up for hire if you need some extra manpower around the base.
There are a lot of things I can't spare troops for right now. If you can help us, we can definitely pay you for your work. You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The Fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word.
Any other problems?
Yeah. On top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
You seem calm given that things are as bad as they are.
Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
Who are the Fiends?
As in chem fiends. Biggest gang of raiders I've ever seen. Nothing like addiction to swell your numbers. Psychotic and completely unpredictable. They set up shop in Vault 3 to the west. Every day they attack our positions and my men repel them. But every day there's more of them and less of us. I sent one of my rangers after their leader to try and destabilize them. He didn't return. Hell of a thing, losing a ranger. You come to depend on them. And they come through for you so often, you forget it can happen.
So something else. How are things going for the NCR around here?
Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. It's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us. But that hasn't happened. If anything, they annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan.
Where does that leave you?
Now we're trying to secure the strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us. And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuvers, because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions. So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning.
What challenges does the NCR face here?
Everything was going according to President Kimball's plan at first. We met minor resistance from local troublemakers. But our two main objectives are still contested. Mr. House controls the strip and he won't so much as meet with our ambassador. And we're holding Hoover Dam. But Caesar's Legion is positioning itself to overrun it. If it falls, so will New Vegas. We'd be forced to withdraw.
What's Kent McCarran's role in the NCR's operations?
It's our main base. We took it because it lets us keep an eye on the strip. And it had already been fortified before the Great War. From here we handle most of the logistics for our operations in Nevada. Troop allocation, supply distribution, intel. Usually General Oliver runs the show here. But he's on his way to the dam now, so I've taken on a lot of his duties here.
Are things mostly quiet between here and the dam?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. It sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there.
I bet I could make the Legion prisoner talk.
I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent, but I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for you. Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now. So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building.
Got it.
Hey. You're new. I'm Angela. Williams. Were you just looking around, or...?
What is this place?
This? The OSI lab. We don't get many visitors. The smell puts people off, I think. Nobody ever said science would smell clean and fresh.
That's
anyway,
true.
You get used to it if you give it some time.
Yep. Are you a scientist?
I know I don't sound the part. Get raised by Brahmin ranchers and you never lose the twang. Drives Hildern crazy. But I know every inch of the power grid from Hoover Dam to Shady Sands. That's what we do here. Try to optimize the power output from the dam. Some of the others are working on an agricultural project, but truth be told, they aren't making much progress. Not yet, anyway.
What's your role here?
Head researcher. Mostly on the dam project, but I help out on other things when they need me. Gotta be flexible.
You need help with anything?
You mean give you work? No, that'd be up to the administrator, Hildern. He's back there in his office. Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves. Plenty of mercs go in to see him, though.
Mercenaries? What for?
I can't say. We're not supposed to talk about the research. Not the details. If you're interested, I'm sure he'd see you.
You.
Hey, a pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
No, this is the first time I've heard about Vault 22.
No, they wouldn't have briefed you, would they? Probably better that our junior fellows stay within the bounds of their pay grade anyway. Vault 22. Where to begin?
Oh, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright. I'm back. Let's see. I'm listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
Nothing is impossible.
Precisely. Science has proven that truth 1,000 times over. But how many wasteland savages believe it? Present company accepted, of course. The bounty I described to you is no idle fantasy. It exists in primitive form only a few miles from where we stand. We need only reach out and unlock its secret. For that, the OSI needs you.
Scientific discovery is never so simple as that.
Isn't it? One directs one's efforts, or the efforts of others, toward a goal, and progress is made. It's a matter of incentives, nothing more. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
Alright, I'll do it.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
Anything else I should know?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be handled by your Pip-Boy. You might think of yourself as a mere means of conveyance. No insult intended, of course.
I had some other questions.
Oh? What might those be?
Tell me more about the OSI.
The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expansive topic. I could talk for hours, but I'm sure I'd bore you. Suffice to say, we are the leading edge of the NCR. Our work focuses on practical matters: medicine, engineering, biology. The dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply to our cities in the West. That's only one responsibility of this office.
You said you were the director of the OSI?
Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No. I direct our eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have. But I've found some promising leads.
You're doing all these things by yourself?
Yes, with the assistance of my team, of course.
NCR has a food shortage?
Not yet, but our government understands the value of proactive thought. Our studies project an imbalance between production and consumption. Or, for a layman such as yourself, not enough food, too many mouths to feed. Mass starvation in a decade or so.
What other responsibilities does this office have?
We aid some programs the Republic has sponsored involving sharecropper farms in the area. But those haven't panned out too well from what I hear. There have been complaints about the amount of water we're supplying. But those are just excuses for lack of diligence, I'm sure.
Do you control the dam from here?
Directly? No. But we attempt to maximize its output. You have no idea how difficult it is to provide power to an entire nation. Fortunately, we also have the Helios 1 facility. One of our external contractors recently got the station up and running. His name was something like exceptional or marvelous or...
Fantastic.
Yes, that was it. Exactly.
What do you think of the NCR's chances against the Legion?
To be frank, I have no idea. I leave the fighting to Colonel Shu, and I expect him to leave the science to me. Too many people have opinions on things they know nothing about. And the more ignorant they are, the more opinions they have.
Wow, that is some knowledge about current society for sure. Goodbye.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he give you a job?
Yes, he asked me to get some data from Vault 22.
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keely. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
Nope. No, Hilden. Hilden didn't mention anyone else.
But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keely, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. Not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc, but I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keely and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
Alright, I look for her.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in. I mean it.
Hold on, dog. Can I get money out of you? Can I extort you for a second? Sir?
Yes? Something else you needed?
I'm not the first person you sent to Vault 22, am I?
I never said you were. You've been speaking to Williams, haven't you?
Yes, I have. What difference does it make?
Not at all. Informed speculation on my part. Williams is very good at her job, so it remains secure, despite her best efforts. No, you aren't the first person I've sent to the vault. I'm sorry that I neglected to tell you, but I don't see how it makes any difference.
I want double the caps, or I spread the word that you're full of shit.
All right. I'll admit that it's been difficult to find anyone willing to enter the vault. And I'd rather get the data sooner than later. You have a deal. I'll double your reward if you bring me the data. But this is as high as my budget will allow. Now, I know your time is valuable, so I won't waste any more of it. Feel free to show yourself out.
Dumbass.
What is it?
I think it's time you told me what happened about your wife.
I don't see what this helps. She's dead.
The better we understand each other, the more effective we'll be.
All right. I tracked her down. Southeast, near the river. They were selling her. Saw it through my scope. Whole place swarming with Legion, hundreds of them, bidding for things no man has a right to. I just had my rifle with me. Just me against all of them. So I took the shot.
Better for her to die than live as a Legion slave?
Yeah. What they do to women, that's worse than death. There was no choice in what I did. It was more like being forced to watch something you can't stop. All this was only ever gonna play out one way. It still is. I don't have any say. All I can do is wait for it to be done with me.
You make it sound like your wife's death was inevitable.
It was gonna be something. If I'd never met Carla, it would have been something else. I should have never gotten close to her. I've got bad things coming to me. You better keep your distance too.
Why do you feel you got bad things coming?
Because fair is fair.
You're not gonna tell me?
No. Sorry.
Alright. And this lady is on this side interrogating the Legion dude.
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
Who are you?
Not big on reading name tags, huh? That's okay. My name is long and difficult to pronounce. Ready for it? It's Boyd. Lieutenant Boyd to my friends. Colonel Shu has me handling the policing duties for the base. I've told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. But you know how colonels can be.
Do you need any help?
Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God Centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
Is that a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion from Caesar on down will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
Oh, what do you think? What do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
Why don't you just beat your prisoner senseless?
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There are some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
So you want me to do what you can't?
I think if you rough him up enough, and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room, and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Okay, let's get started.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in. Long time no see, Silus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus, if you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Somebody.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
I'm with the Legion, and I am here to kill you before you talk.
You're nothing. You're some inept mercenary the NCR is paying to supplement its own incompetent soldiers.
Timeo Danaos et Dona Ferentis. I pose as a mercenary to get inside the walls.
No, listen. Caesar's secrets are safe with me. I stayed alive because Caesar would have wanted it. I'm useless to him dead.
You're a danger to him alive. Your knowledge threatens him.
I've told them nothing. They've gotten nowhere. I'm a Centurion, for Christ's sake. I deserve his trust.
Caesar's laws are absolute. He does not grant exceptions.
You have to let this go. I'll disappear. No one will ever see me again. That was always the plan in the first place.
So in addition to treason, you're also a deserter.
No, that's not what I meant. Lieutenant, this man is trying to kill me. He's not who you think he is. You don't have to do this.
You shouldn't have done that. I'm the only friend you have right now.
You've made your intentions clear. The Legion has abandoned me. I've done everything Caesar ever asked of me, and this is how I am repaid. With assassination, I ambushed countless NCR patrols and wiped them out so that our operatives could move freely. I waited for him to dispatch us for 3 days, never questioning why the headaches he complained of would hinder his ability to command.
Headaches? Continue. Just let him keep talking. As good politicians have always said, if your opponent is already digging themselves into a hole, just let them talk. Just let them keep going.
I haven't breathed a word about the officer we planted here. He continues to radio intelligence to Caesar's camp nearly every night. I've proven my loyalty. All you're doing is killing a loyal soldier. If that's Caesar's policy, then I say his empire will crumble.
If his empire falls, it'll probably be because his Centurions are so fucking gullible.
What? What do you mean?
You've been tricked, Silas. I'm working for the NCR. I just got you to talk.
No, you slimy bastard. Nothing I've said will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion. This camp and everyone in it will burn. Get away from me.
All that shouting. Honestly, Silas, you get free room and board. The least you could do is be a good guest.
Lieutenant, this man is an agent of the Legion on a mission to kill me.
My, we have an active imagination today, don't we?
Think about it. Is it worth the risk? You need what I know.
Well, it sounds like the two of you are becoming fast friends.
It'll be your head if I die, Lieutenant. You'll be disgraced.
You know what? I think you're right, Silas.
Of course I'm right.
Except, I don't care. Because it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it to never have to hear you say another word, Silas. Carry on.
Lieutenant!
Wait, they'll beat him to death?
Watch out!
Contact! Contact!
Had enough!
Wait, where's all my stuff? How do I get it back? I already have it back. Okay. There's more to open up here, right? There's cells. Accessible cells. For those unfamiliar, right? McCarran is actually the The airport right outside of Vegas. That's where you land. If you ever go to Vegas. So. That's the outside. So. Check there.
Go on through, soldier.
That's the monorail that takes us to Vegas, I think. Go down that way.
Contreras is holding out on me. I know he's got more to sell.
Evening. Did the Colonel send you? I was hoping he might have changed his mind.
You look upset. What's wrong?
I know. I've been crying. Stupid. I'm supposed to be a soldier. My husband, he's a ranger, and he got murdered by a pack of fiends. Goddamn savages laid his body out to rot. Brass won't say it to me straight, but they mean to leave Esteban out there. I can see that plain.
It seems strange that the NCR wouldn't do their best to retrieve a fallen comrade.
Colonel says he can't spare the men to bring Esteban back home. And the fiends, they put all kinds of mines and traps around his body. Snipers, too.
No one else will help you?
His best friend, Jackson, tried. Didn't even get permission from his CO, so it could have cost him a lot. But he never came back.
How did he die?
He was out on patrol. Bunch of drugged up fiends attacked them. Esteban laid down cover fire while the others fell back. One of the men saw him get shot. He didn't die, though. Not then. They tried to go back for him, but there were too many fiends and they had to pull out. Damn savages chased them halfway to McCarran.
I'll recover your husband's body.
Mister, I'd about given up hope. But you've got to be careful. I don't want anybody else dying on my account. Esteban's body is laid out between some of the buildings, east of the Repcon headquarters. At least that's what his squad mates said. There's an NCR position just north of there. It's on the way. They should be able to tell you what the situation is.
Wish I had a vision.
So we'll do that one too. See if there is any NPCs. I remember when I was a kid, I didn't even look at these areas. Like, I just went like straight through because the loading times were so colossally slow. Is that a doctor? Do you have a mission for me?
If you're looking for a quick stitch, I'm your man.
Okay. So he's like literally just a pharmacy, nothing else. Trooper. Diner man. You.
Listen, asshole, I know you're not really an NCR health inspector, so you can cut the restaurant critique routine. And I want my 50 caps back. Because I looked it up, and there ain't no disease called colorectal implosion syndrome. So I paid you to look the other way for nothing. Wait, you're not... Oh, wow, I'm sorry. You look just like... Never mind, sorry. So what can I serve you up?
Is there a health inspector bothering you?
That's nothing. You just look like the health inspector who stopped through for the yearly inspection a couple of weeks back. I was hoping I wouldn't have to wait another 11 months to see his crooked ass to get my caps back. Ah, well. Anything I can get you?
Anything to eat?
Oh, yeah. Just kidding. Haven't you heard? With a few shipments from home and a little variety, the troops are getting restless for some quality grub. You can only do so much as a chef with just corn, beans, onions, and peppers.
Can anything be done to improve your supplies?
Well, we haven't had any quality meat in months. Everyone in the camp just eating beans for protein. It isn't pretty. Some of my kitchen machinery is broken down too, so we've been eating mostly raw vegetables. And I'm desperate for spices or seasonings. Anything, just something for the general mood around here.
Where would you suggest I find meat in the amount you need here?
It doesn't need to all come from the same source. There are a bunch of different vendors around who sell meat. Fitz, the Nashers, Crimson Caravan. We've never really tried to go out and organize deals with merchants to supply our food. Already having an overstock of food, we haven't needed to. But we really need some good old red meat on the menu soon. So I'm willing to divert some caps in their direction if they're open to supplying us.
What parts are needed to fix the food processor?
Here's the list. We've been scrapping together quick fixes to keep it running for months. I think it finally crapped out and needs a full overhaul. It's the goofy machine behind the counter in the corner next to the stove. I'd be much obliged if you could take a look at it and get it fixed up.
Where may I find these parts?
I don't know. Try the various traders around the waste. Or the pawn shop in Westside might have some parts. Oh, I've heard of a place called House Tools you could check out. It's an old factory on the north side of Vegas. Just a word of warning, though. I hear no one who goes in there comes back out. Could be traps, crazy robots, or who knows what's in that place.
Where should I look for spices?
The Crimson Caravan would probably be able to arrange a regular shipment, but I don't know of any spices known to improve mood. Hell, we have a whole research department. One guy's even set up in the main terminal building. They're the ones who ought to be looking into it. What can I do for you?
Where is it? This thing? Jury rigged. Succeed. Bypassing several broken redundant code processors using nothing more than a bobby pin tape and a trooper's Swiss Army knife, you managed to get the machine running. Hey.
Howdy. Looking for...
I fixed the food processor.
Amazing. I thought that thing was done for. That'll help me transform what I can offer the troops. I'll give you a little extra discount the next time you buy food from me. Thanks again.
Wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
This is where I came in. Oh. There's more.
You look like someone in need of a reliable supplier.
Got anything for sale?
Take your pick.
How's my right gear doing? Okay, it's oh my god, they have so much riot gear. What kind of supplies do you have in mind?
Are you implying I have some kind of secret under-the-table stash I only offer to certain clients? Because that could get a man in trouble.
I can be pretty resourceful. Perhaps we could work out a deal.
Now you're talking my language. I do have an expanded inventory for people I can trust. If you're willing to do a little legwork for me, I could give you access to my stash, and at a discount. Many of these items aren't available in the NCR, and you'll be hard-pressed to find them at a better price anywhere else.
Sounds good to me. What needs to be done?
Well, I can't exactly go wandering off the base whenever I want, you know. They're already suspicious. I can hear the MPs now. Gee, Contreras, I didn't know you had so many friends in the gun runners. Speaking of which, guess your first stop. You're just passing a little note to a man named Isaac for me. I want to know which girl he likes.
I'll do it.
Great, let me know what he says. They're almost a straight shot north from here, up past the sharecroppers. Bye.
Bye. The outside. Yeah. Yeah, so this wraps around, but before we do that, let's go and save Contreras. So we gotta go, yeah. This corpse is right there. So we're gonna do this, we're gonna switch to the rat slayer, and we're gonna shoot everything. That's the plan. We're gonna do this.
Contact!
We're gonna do this. Oh my lord. Spin to win. Holy shit, hilarious. Now you have to take him all the way over here. There's like a ranger stop like over here. Yeah, I see them. See that thing on the top left? That sand barricade. There should be like two troopers right there. Yep, see them. What? God damn it. Hold on. That's not good. Cause then I I can't. It locks me out of the. It locks me out of the thing. So that sucks. It locks me out of finishing the quest because I can't turn it in. I can't turn the damn thing in. I have to redo it. Oh, jeez, exploded. Alright, hold on, I gotta go grab something up from outside. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Make sure this time the Legion doesn't attack us. Just annoying, man. They're still there. Where's the corpse?
Be careful out there. We already lost Jackson doing what you're trying to do.
Wait, where's the guy I was carrying? Where'd he go? Where's Sergeant Morales? No? What the? God damn it. Oh, here we go. I was carrying the wrong person. Oops.
Proud to have met you, sir. Proud to have met you, sir.
There.
Proud to have met you, sir.
Back to McCarran. Might have just like landed there.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
This isn't a public relations.
Okay.
I wish I had a first recon guy looking after me. Did you start looking for Esteban?
I brought his body to an NCR position. He's on his way back to McCarran.
They put him in a box? With a flag and all? I hope so. He'd have been proud. You're too good for this rotten town. First kind thing anybody ever did for me and Esteban. You ever need anything, all you need to do is ask. Thank you so much.
I'm a merciful God.
Hey.
Hey. I don't think there's anything named around here, but what we're gonna do is go to the colonel and ask him about the jobs that we can do around here. Real quick.
Wish I had a first recon guy looking
We're all impressed with the work you've done for us. It's a key to a little hideaway south of here. We've used it as a place for rangers to rest and resupply. I thought you might get good use out of it.
I could look into who's leaking NCR intel.
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements, and it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
Put a spell on you. Alright, so we're gonna take this quest right now. I think we also have to do this quest. Captain Curtis.
Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
Colonel Sue wanted me to help you look into the recent intelligence leaks.
Smart man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold weeks ago.
Where should I start?
You want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd, or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor.
What do you do around here?
Officially, I'm in charge of Bravo Company. But since General Oliver has Bravo and most of our forces here garrisoned, I'm free to do other things. So I work with Colonel Shu on logistics, patrols, supply lines, reinforcements, that sort of thing. Lately, it's been less about that, and more about figuring out how that information is getting leaked to raiders. It's a big base with a lot of unhappy soldiers. They get stir-crazy. Hard to separate the malcontents from the actual culprit.
What the?
You got something to say, or do you... You did well. I don't know how you did it without putting a scratch on him, and I'm a little disappointed personally, but it saved the NCR some face. And it could save us more than that when all is said and done. I'm gonna talk to some people when we're through here. This is about double the standard fee we'd give a consultant, but from what I saw, you're more of an artist. So think of this as your commission.
Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Now, what kind of MP would I be if I didn't notice anything suspicious? I've had soldiers go AWOL, break-ins, thefts, you name it.
Who's missing?
Well, there's Anders. He's a ranger. That one's not suspicious so much as worrisome. He left on a dangerous assignment. Colonel Shu sent him out. Now I think he feels guilty not having any way to check up on him.
What else can you tell me about Anders?
I don't know him very well myself. I seem to remember that he was the man to call on if you needed someone to get in and get out quietly. Colonel Shu would really be the person to talk to.
Tell me about the break-ins.
Maybe break-in isn't the right word. We didn't find signs of forced entry, but I've had reports of someone sneaking into the control tower at night. It's probably just a meeting spot for a steamy military-based love affair. Kids today. But it bothers me that they didn't break in. It means they have an access code. Most soldiers around the base don't have that.
Would you be willing to give me the control tower access key so I can check it out?
Sure, if you want to investigate. It's not like there's anything to steal up there. Just a bunch of old communications equipment. If you can find out any more, I'd be interested to hear it. There's something about this I really don't like. And if I weren't tied up here, I'd be staking it out personally.
You said there have been thefts?
Not the kind of things you like to see go missing. No witnesses yet. I've got my money on Sergeant Contreras, who's supposed to be in charge of distribution, the little weasel. But he's too slick to let anyone catch him doing it. We've searched his possessions 12 times. Nothing.
I'll keep an eye out for missing supplies.
Good. The more guns you can recover, the more I'll be able to use to shoot Contreras for being inept.
Anyone else missing?
Yeah. The man I'm more interested in is Corporal White. White had a lot of promise. Wanted to be a ranger as bad as anyone I've seen. But he also had some extracurricular activities going. Now he's gone.
I'll see what I can. I'll see what I can find out about Corporal White for you.
Word around the base is he'd been going regularly to visit a hooker named Dazzle at Gamora. That's a casino on the Strip. Classy place. His belongings are up in the barracks in the concourse building. First bunk on your left if you're facing it from the center. I haven't had a chance to look through his things yet, so that might be a good place to begin. Yep, see you around.
The whitewash. His journal. I pulled the log from the East Pump Station computer for the last week. Looking back over the past several weeks, the times are roughly consistent. There's definitely something going on. Water shouldn't even be going over to West Side, and yet the log says otherwise. I know I'm onto something. West Side Cistern 1011, 1027, 1035, 1005, 1055. Yeah. Okay. So he was investigating something. Alright, and then we have to keep doing this. We've got to go talk to Contreras.
Hey. So you're back. Take.
Alright, let's find this control tower. This one? Oh, it's over here. I think it's over there, yeah. What we're gonna do is wait 9 and 12. 12. And we're gonna put on Stealth Boy. And now we wait. Someone should pop up. I think it's like 1:30 when they show up. That's fine. Wait.
Lupa, this is Frumentarius Picus. Over.
Go ahead, Picus.
Afternoon patrol enters Fiend territory at 1300. Have them mind that stretch.
10-4, Picus. Fiends will be alerted.
Roger, Lupa.
What's the status of your primary mission, Picus?
Charges are set. Detonation will occur as the train leaves the station. Over.
How long?
Couple of minutes. Over.
10-4. Keep us updated.
10. What are you doing here? You don't have clearance.
I have clearance for catching spies.
I don't know what you mean.
Contact.
Gotta get to the train and deactivate that bomb before it takes off. Gotta run, 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 run. Explosive charge. This device looks as though it is armed and could go off at any moment. Explosive of 35 or higher, or signs of 45 or higher required to defuse. Do nothing, explosive science, or input the activation code. Input the activation code. Report to the colonel, and I will also heal my... Oh, it hasn't even taken damage. Hello.
Yes? What is it?
You won't be having any problems with intelligence leaks anymore.
No? What happened?
It was Curtis. He's in the Legion. I can prove he tried to blow up the monorail.
Curtis? He's been in the NCR long before our conflict with the Legion. There's just no way. I hope you're mistaken, but somehow I don't think so. It'd explain a lot. This is much worse than anyone expected. There could be others, too. You've done everything that was asked of you. You have my personal thanks for this. And I'll make sure you receive the credit you deserve.
I'll go to Vault 3 and find your and see if I can find your ranger.
That vault is a hornet's nest. If you have second thoughts, no one would think less of you for it. But if you can get him home, it'd mean a lot. Watch for civilians, too. The fiends have been kidnapping locals. They just walk right into people's homes in the middle of the day and take them. But the man you're looking for is Bryce Anders. Anders was trying to find the leader, Motor Runner. You hear something like a chainsaw? You've found Motor Runner. Put a bullet in his head, and you'll have some new friends around here.
NCR idolized. Renowned for your extensive support and goodwill, you are idolized by the community.
What is it?
You must have been at Bird Springs. What happened there?
There was a miscommunication.
Must have been one hell of a miscommunication.
Yeah, well, that's how they wrote it up in the report. We did what we were there to do. A lot of people got killed. That's war. Maybe looking back, you do things differently. But that's not how it works. In the field, you hesitate, You or someone you care about will die. They teach that from day one.
Sounds like you have some regrets.
You don't come out of a tour of duty without regrets. It's best just not to think about it.
Do you think about Bitter Springs a lot?
Yeah. Always. Even when I sleep.
Maybe it would help to go back there.
I don't think so. It won't change anything. And that's a memory I don't want refreshed.
Is it because of Bitter Springs that you think that you've got bad things coming?
Life has a way of punishing you for the mistakes you make. Big enough mistake, punishment can take a while. Mine's not over.
Maybe you can make up for your mistakes.
A murderer who does good deeds is still a murderer. And he'll still get his judgment. I left the NCR when my tour was up. Had enough of war. And decided I was gonna start over. None of it made a difference in the end.
How do you know your punishment isn't over?
Because I'm still alive. Hey, I thought some more about what you said. I think maybe you're right. Maybe I should go to Bitter Springs. I don't know what I'm hoping to find there.
What changed your mind?
Nothing. Dream. Just tired of thinking about it.
Okay, we'll make it a point to stop there.
I hope this isn't a mistake.
I forgot to remember to forget. Yep. That's Boone's quest, where he actually has like each character, each companion has like something like that. So like once we're done with Boone, we'll probably move on to either Cass or Veronica.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
You, give me a bounty. How about that?
This isn't a public relation.
How about Violet?
Violet it is. Wish I could give you more advice on how to bring her down, but we know less about her than the other two. Just watch out for the dogs. She raises them herself. Might as well be their mother. I never leave her side.
Where can I find her?
Good question. Fiend territory is southeast of here, but they range all over the area. None of them stays in any one place for long.
Anything else I need to know?
One more thing. If you want the full reward, you need to bring me a recognizable head. My superiors need proof they're gone. That means no headshots, no decapitations till after they're dead, and no damage to the face. If you want to be safe, aim for the chest. You bring me a head that looks like a rotten tomato, people will be doubting, and I won't be authorized to pay the entire bounty.
Fair.
Good luck to you, and don't get careless.
All the way out here. Okay. Where's Vault 3? Oh, Vault 3 is all the way out here. Okay. So. Could probably go do that. If I really wanted to. Vault 19, Vault 3. Yeah, sure.
Contact!
New Vegas. Who was like having his phone up there? These two were. Let me get up and stretch real quick. to go first to the South Vegas Ruins East entrance. Oh, so this goes across. Alright. South Vegas Ruins. It's like a self-contained area, I guess?
Take him
yeah. More? Vault 3. Sap's neon signs. Ow. Oh, them low. No?
Had it coming. You thought you could hide from me? Gotcha.
Wow. Shipping invoice 812 from the foreman. Company Everett's Building and Garden Supplies. Contact Scott Everett. 183 frame dimensions. Yada yada. Description. Single set. Okay, so these are just signs. Accident report log. Kevin dropped one of the glass tubes today while forming it. He ended up with a nasty cut on his hand from the broken glass. Fortunately, no one else was hurt. I bandaged his hand and had him clean it up before sending him home. One more accident like that and I might have to let him go. Kid's too accident prone. That was one incident. Another incident. Elevator. One of the elevators of the upper loading dock broke down today. Unfortunately, Jonathan was waiting inside was inside waiting to unload, and the sudden stop caused one of the signs to slip on its pallet and it broke his leg. He'll be out for at least a month while it heals. Damn. Lots of safety hazards, guys. Alive. Not alive. I have 11,000 people. Oh my Jesus.
Contact! Eat this!
Vault-3.
What the fuck are you doing here? You got some kind of fucking death wish, asshole?
I'm carrying Jet, Psycho, and other favors, and I don't deliver to the help.
If you're fucking carrying, just fucking say so. Yeah, deliver to the boss. Business as usual. Motor runners down in the maintenance wing. Straight through the door behind me, down the hall, down the stairs to the right. We have a con coming through to see the boss. Don't shoot at him.
Damn, I need a fix. Prim is gonna be much tougher to push around with that new sheriff down there.
Prim is gonna be much tougher to push around with that new sheriff down there.
Prim is gonna be much tougher to push around with that new sheriff down there.
Flying robot. I must be fucked up.
Get the fuck out of my face.
I'm getting the shakes. I need... Prim is gonna be much tougher to... push around with that new sheriff down there.
Water leak. Alright. Hello everyone, I'm sorry to inform you that the small water leak that we detected a couple weeks ago appears to be more serious than we first thought. We're going to have to vent the pipes in that section to isolate the leak and stop the pressure from stressing the rest of the system. Unfortunately, this means that we're going to have to start rationing our water. My apologies to go out to anyone currently residing in those affected areas. We'll be working to resolve the issue as soon as possible. Thanks, Vincent. Dinner? Question mark? From Vincent to Jennifer. Hi Jenny, it was great getting a chance to talk to you. I'm glad to hear that your things are going well with you. I'm curious if you'd like to meet me for dinner one day next week. I know we don't talk that often, but I feel like we really clicked last night. I hope you feel the same way. Looking forward to hear from you soon. Vin. Response. Hi there, Vinny. Last night was so much fun. I can't believe it took us this long to sit down and talk. Let's do that again very soon. Next time maybe we can have breakfast together as well. So, Jen. Thank you. Hey buddy, thanks for the advice. Dinner went great, and I'm not sure I would have been able to work up the guts to talk to her if you hadn't convinced me. How are you, big time? I know you've been pretty stressed with the water issue, so if you need a break, for some break time, let me know. Bit. Oh, bros. Bro helps a bro. Where is Mr. Motor Runner himself? Quit your whining.
What the fuck are you looking at?
Let's see.
I wasn't expecting a resupply so soon. So you have anything from Red Rock Canyon to sell me?
What can you tell me about can you tell me what happened to the residents here?
I guess it isn't a secret. Yeah, the residents of the vault are all dead. We killed them. Funny thing is, they just let us in. We didn't have to force the doors or anything.
Why do you move the fiends into this vault?
We needed someplace to put down roots. I was having trouble keeping my people out of Westside.
What's going on in Westside?
I try to keep my people out of Westside. Apart from trying to stay on good terms with the cons who do business there, there's mean son of a bitch. That fucking mutant is more trouble to kill than to avoid. Having some place for my people to sleep reduces the chances of drifting into Westside.
The NCR sent me here to take care of you.
You? Take care of me? You don't look half tough enough.
Appearances can be deceiving, shall we?
Cool. I haven't had a good fight in a while, and it's been ages since Donnie and Marie had something they could sink their teeth into.
Oh, what? There's a quest that I failed? Damn it. Okay, never mind. So I can't do that right away. Sell your chems. Let's see if I can sell you chems.
I wasn't expecting a
Can you tell me what? Yeah. I have some chems that I can
I'm paying
sell.
20 caps each for Jet, Psycho, or Buff Out.
I'll give you exclusive rights to my personal stash for a slight markup.
Alright, 22 caps each, but that's it. Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay. Thanks for doing.
We're gonna wait.
Prim is gonna be much tougher to push around with that new sheriff down there. Hey, got your jet? Nope, not for you at least. Lying bitch. Prim is gonna be much tougher to push around with that new sheriff.
Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away. Prim is gonna be much tougher to push around with that new sheriff down there.
The NCR took back Nelson.
I'm getting the shakes.
Maybe
I need something to take the edge off. Me too. I think I need a fix.
Getting the shakes. Need something to take the edge off. Yeah, you don't look too good. I feel right. My head is fucking with me.
Dead. Just left him there. They just left him
fuck
there.
out of my
They're
face.
dead. Alright. I'm alive.
What the fuck are you looking at?
You want an incinerator to the face? I can do that real quick, buddy. Buddy. Compose automated blast messages. Reader.
Are the cons gonna keep selling us shit if they join the Legion?
Lincoln Davis, the water situation. Greetings everyone. As you all saw in the message from Vincent, we're going to have to start rationing water until we can resolve the leaking issues. Unfortunately, we don't currently have the parts required to fix the underlying issue, the underlying cause of the leak. At this point, we have no alternative but to seek the parts that we need from outside the vault. To facilitate this, I am proud to announce that Michelle Dalian will be forming a new committee with the goal of creating ties with whatever civilization there might be in the outside world. Michelle and I both have hopes that we'll have no problem finding the assets we need and hopefully forming some lasting relationships with the outside world. External relations. From Lincoln to Michelle. Michelle, thank you again for agreeing to take charge with our external relations. I'm sure that you will represent us and our interests well. Let me know if I can be of any assistance. Link. Your endorsement. Dear Lincoln, thank you for your endorsement at the town hall meeting last night. You were so well respected by the residents that I am sure it will greatly increase my chances of following you to the big chair. Since Michelle started making plans and gathering people for her external association committee, the isolationists have been gathering followers, as well as you well know. I think having me follow you as overseer will serve to slow down their efforts. Oh, so like there were people that didn't want to like open the vault at all, huh? I mean, they got all killed, so I guess they were right.
I need to get some more chems.
What the fuck are you looking at?
Get the fuck out of my face.
Bye.
Where's your terminal log card? Overseer, happy birthday. Hi Janet, how's school year going so far? I've heard good things from your teachers. They say you're one of the top students in your class. Your birthday's tomorrow, sweet 16 at last. Can you believe it? It seems like yesterday my sister told me she was going to have a little girl. Do you have big plans for your birthday? I think if you're interested, I could talk to some folks and get the dining room reserved for a couple of hours. Let me know if that sounds like fun and I'll start getting the ball moving. Uncle George. Upcoming election. From Michael to George. George, we've been friends for a while, so I hope you didn't take my candidacy for overseer personally. I'm going to do whatever I can to keep our friends and family safe, and if that means taking our exposure to the outside world slow and keeping to ourselves outside of what we need, of course, then it is what I'm going to push for. No one knows what it is going to be like out there. There could be horrific mutants or strange wandering vagabonds, aliens and murderers, gangs. We have no idea. Let's be smart about this. Mike. Thank you. Greetings, everyone. Thank you for putting your trust in me. I am honored to serve as your overseer for the next term and hopefully beyond. I'm going to do everything I can to get Michelle's committee outside as soon as possible. We'll get our water issues resolved and form lasting bonds with our neighbors and the world outside. Thanks again for putting your trust in me. Your stoked overseer. Well, that sucked. Weapon lockers, George. I'm not sure what Michael's planning, but I suggest that you leave the weapons in those two submerged storerooms. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any support, and there's no need to give him the opportunity himself to arm himself. Michelle. Unlock him. And that's basically it for this one.
I need to get some more chems. Okay, well.
I see you're still alive, and that's promising. Any luck on that bounty?
I want to claim a bounty.
That right. You killed one of the psychopaths on my shit list. Let me see the scumbag's head. Yeah, that's Cook. Ugh, did he always smell like this, even before he was dead? And the fiends let this guy touch their food? Well, this is payback for at least one of my troopers. She'll be glad to know he's dead. Here's your caps. Think you can take down another one of these scumbags? Up to you. But I can trust you to do the job, and I'd hate to see you walk away.
Alright, I'll do it.
That's the best damn thing I've heard all day. Finally, somebody around here with some goddamn ambition. There's 2 psycho bastards left. Which one will it be?
Violet.
Violet it is. Wish I could give you more advice on how to bring her down, but we know less about her than the other 2. Just watch out for the dogs. She raises them herself. Might as well be their mother. I never leave her side.
Alright, so right now we are gonna go... I'm gonna take this off. We are going to go... Where's Vault 22? Vault 22 is somewhere around here. Is it north? Somewhere around here. It's up here. Okay, whatever. Oh, we're gonna go... We'll get to the gun runners and sell what we got. I think that's probably the better idea. Sharecropping farms. Alright. I think we'll go straight to the gun runners and then we'll probably call it a night. It's really late here. I think 3 hours is a pretty good chunk. And we'll keep going over the weekend. But we're gonna sell a bunch of stuff here at the gun runners. Make some cash. Still like a 38 right there.
I don't handle buying and selling for the gun runners. Talk to the robot in the kiosk near our factory.
Contreras sent me McCarran needs a lot of guns and a lot more guns and ammo.
Shit, is he serious? The 25% increase in weapons is doable, but a 50% increase in ammunition is nuts. Just don't have the supplies on hand to meet that kind of demand for new weapons.
Arrange a temporary supply deal with other merchants. It'll still lead to a profit for you.
I guess we'll have to. If Caesar's Legion drives the NCR from the area, there goes 90% of our business. I don't like the idea of buying supplies from our competition, but it's only temporary. We'll call in extra supplies from our distributors. Let Contreras know we'll have the extra guns and ammo ready for the next shipment.
So you work for the gun. So you work for the gun runners?
For around 5 years now. I handle the supply end of things, raw materials and stuff.
Who are the gun runners?
Makers of the finest high-grade weapons and ammunition in the Wasteland. If you ever get your hands on a piece of sweet, deadly hardware, there's a good chance that it came from one of our factories.
Any chance I could get a tour of the gun runner factory?
None whatsoever. Everything inside the fence is off limits, and the guards have strict orders to shoot to kill. A lot of our high-end weaponry comes from pre-war military schematics. If our competition got a hold of them, it'd be bad for business.
Who's in charge of the gun runners?
Out here, we don't have bosses. Me, the gunsmiths, and the guards all know what we're supposed to be doing. Working for the gun runners is a sweet job. None of us would dare screw it up.
What is this? Oh, no, I don't want this. Hello.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something?
What is this place?
This is the new Vegas branch of the Gunrunners, supplying the Wasteland with only the finest armaments since 2155.
That's some impressive weaponry. Where did it all come from?
All Gunrunner merchandise is constructed on site.
How did you get inside there?
This kiosk was specially constructed around me to deter theft and assault.
Wait, what? Really?
I am ready to process our train.
What do I want from you? I want that. Actually, no. What are the unique weapons here? The bows are? That's the... Wait, no. Let's do this. Let's sell what we can. Alright, let's go over here. Alright, we'll save here. I think it's a good place to stop. So we did we did some more exploring north, and then we went to Camp McCarran, solved a lot of their issues, visited Vault 3, so we saw one of the vaults where everything was fine. They opened the vault, and then they got killed by fiends. So that sucks. There's also Vault 19 that we have to go. Vault 22, which I'm pretty sure is somewhere around here. Like, I don't know where. What am I missing here? It should be Vault 22, like somewhere near here. Yeah, Vault 22 is right here. So we gotta go there eventually. And then there's another vault over here. Somewhere down here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Vault 34. Yeah. Alright, so next time we're gonna wrap around. We're gonna go through the Creamswood Caravan, the medical center, and then we're gonna make it to Freeside. And then we're gonna meet a bunch of people like the king and yada yada yada. So we're ever inching closer to the strip. Alright, so with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.